I feel disrespected.
I feel talked down upon.
I feel angry and embarrassed.
I feel isolated.
School punishment is different depending on what schools you go to. So some schools that I went to, the schools that were more under-resourced, you might say, punishment looked very different in those schools. So when a student misbehaved or talked back to his teacher, they could immediately be sent out of school and out of the classroom. And because of that, they would fall behind, they'd miss a lot of what we call instructional minutes. Today, punishment in school is highly punitive. It's very harsh, and it doesn't need to be. The question is sort of, why is that? Why is it that discipline is leading to these sort of outcomes? Because, isn't discipline made to, quote, rehabilitate you? Isn't it supposed to make you, learn something? Isn't it supposed to discipline you so that, nothing like this ever happens again? A lot of students, when they get to schools, they go through metal detectors, they wear uniforms, they see security officers or police officers at schools, they video cameras, and those things are not necessarily things that you might think of when you think of a school, but they might be things that you think of when you think of prisons and prisoners. Schools are training grounds for society. You go to school and you come out and you're supposed to know how to be an educated, productive citizen in society. And so we have to think about what we're actually teaching students who go to school and experience these types of disciplinary issues or these types of disciplinary practices. Are we teaching them that you go to school to learn and to grow and to thrive, or are we teaching them that school is a place to be afraid and to have your guard up? And I think a lot of students know that once their guard is up, it's even harder for them to learn. But I've been to other schools where these schools are more resourced than some of the other schools I've been to, and punishment is really different there. So punishment at those schools can mean a restorative justice circle. It could mean students come together and talk about an incident and try to come up with a creative way to address it and make sure it doesn't happen again. I think what we'll find is that what really makes schools unsafe for students are, a lot of inequalities in society. And to the extent that schools can begin to address that, and to the extent that politicians and community members can decide that this is where we want to invest in, I think schools will become a lot safer.
Use your power wisely.
Don't accuse us. It creates shame, and that's not healthy.
I think that instead of sending students out, teachers could take time to have one-on-one conversations with the student about what went wrong and how they could improve, and possibly engage them more in class so that they don't feel that they have the need to act up.